966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. And if you're a veteran, we thank you for your service.
Passionate about sports? Want to talk college, prep, or pros? It's time to enter the Sports Zone with Patrick Highland. Call in. Tell Patrick how you see it. In Hillsboro, 813-289-1860. Anywhere else, toll free 877-969-8600. And now your host, Patrick Highland.
Good morning, Tampa Bay. We appreciate you tuning in to AM 860 The Answer. Here with Scott Levinson of Otto Manelli Foods. And let's see it. I'm going to try to figure this one out. Yes, I am.
You don't get it?
I have a feeling. I know it's something to do with free, in essence.
Last time you had a feeling, the rest of us had to leave the room.
Well, yeah, that's true. We don't want to get cut off here. Constitution, compromise, deal on foods. Come on, Scotty. Give me the first initial of the name of the company, of the store. Optimistic Foods.
Not optimistic.
I'm joking. Opportunity Knocks.
There we
All right.
go.
Just need a little assistance, brother. Opportunity Knocks. I had a long week. I was up in Oxford, Mississippi.
Okay.
I missed you guys last Sunday a lot. I heard it was a lot of fun with the young lady talking about the Gators. They're looking real good, aren't they, Scott?
They are, they're consistent.
There you go.
They were, I believe AJ could correct me, but I think I heard it was 0 for 13 on third down conversion.
Not good.
You do not win a game when you're and Miami didn't play their best game.
No, they didn't.
They really didn't. But
no.
I still think Miami's got a much more of an upside.
Right.
And I truly believe that Florida is what we are seeing. I don't know if it's coaching. We talked about the play calling. They're not good.
No.
I don't think we can pick one thing. And you would say the University of Florida, they got all the talent they need. At one time in college football, I would say that about Florida, Alabama, Georgia, the USC, but as we really dove into last week, this transfer portal makes what we have known as our college giants mere mortal. And I think that's what you're starting to see with a lot of these teams that we are used to seeing 4-0 by this point in the season.
It's going to be a lot of parity. Scott, couldn't agree with you. We both loved Dabo Sweeney when he came here to Tampa for the national. He was real cool with TBYF. Everybody out there ripped that cat a lot, but he's not keeping up with the times, and I'm with him. I don't like it either. You don't like it, but then if that's how we feel, Scott, we shouldn't be coaching in the collegiate level.
No,
unfortunately, right. And that's what's going to happen. Go be an analyst, because he'd be great. I think he'd be funny, informative, education, and just kind of let us all know that let's not drop the ball on these kids, at least doing something with their lives when they finish playing college football. And I like him a lot. I didn't want to forget,
text
Scott.
Messages are already going off. I don't know what we said.
Well, I want to thank our policemen out there and patrol the streets and do a fantastic here in Tampa Bay, just trying to keep the place safe. They just want to get home at night, just like all of us, and do a job. Let's work on being more civil and less lawless, okay? Because it's not good. We need to work on that. I think we are getting better every day, and I'm looking for the future to be brighter and staying positive. We all need to be optimistic and positive and make it happen. And I don't want to forget our firemen out there. They're doing a fantastic job protecting people on the streets when they get hurt, getting car accidents. The paramedics are fantastic. They're willing to go into a burning building for us. Cops are willing to, take the Scott. This is cool. You and I like spoofs and verbiage of things. The cops and the firemen are putting a charity softball game together, and they're calling it Guns and Hoses. I thought that was cool. I said, I like that.
That's cute.
I said, I like that. That's the way to get, your name out there and get some promotion.
No.
Throw a little plug for them.
Definitely like that. Shout out to Marilyn Westrop, Marilyn Frew Morgan, and Sandra Moore Rodriguez for hitting us up on our Facebook post and text. And,
very
got
cool.
New people coming in. You notice.
Too bad Sandra wasn't the second person, because then it would be M&M's.
There
It would have been perfect.
There you go.
With the S sign.
But you notice I like that the women are checking in. And,
Yeah, man. Hey,
You know, guys, you better get your game up.
sports, man, is
Sports,
universal. Everybody loves it.
Women are starting to run circles.
I also don't want to forget our military, because without military, freedom wouldn't be free. And that's why we have a great country, because of the military, and thank for them every day and twice on Sunday, pun intended. So God bless those men and women out there for us, because it's very important. It's part of society. We need to protect ourselves and our families and everybody that's an American citizen. So that's what it's all about. Back to college football, Scott.
All
The
right.
Hurricanes now top 4. They're top. People are talking about moving them up to number 1 is the best team in the country. I'd like to say yes, because I'm a fan, but I
How
still
did
can't
our
take it
top-
from Ohio State and Penn State. They
How
did
did our
fine.
top 5 do yesterday?
Yeah, so that's Penn
Ohio
State,
State won.
Yeah, Penn
Penn State won.
yeah.
Miami won.
LSU. So, I mean,
LSU won.
so-
You can't.
you can't move
No.
things up like
No.
that. Now, if Florida was undefeated and Miami beat them like that,
different story.
different story. Then I go, well, we got to give it to them, but they're not.
They beat a now 1-3 team.
Yes.
The only team that Florida has beaten was a team from
New York
New York.
University.
I mean, whatever it was.
Not being, so,
But
no, it was Long Island
I mean, they
University.
got beat by USF. So Florida got beat. Miami won.
Yes.
Florida State
Killed them like we predicted.
absolutely.
Kent State.
US
Weird up there in Tallahassee. They had a weather delay for like an hour and a
I
half.
know. That's 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Florida State
just-
dealt with that.
Yeah, just kind of a weird pocket
The
up there right now.
USF.
Yeah. I tell you, they look great. They needed that. They needed to put on South Carolina State, and they did. That was very, very important. Way to go, Bulls.
So they're 3-1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They have to run the table to be considered.
Absolutely. And then Florida State will probably lose to Miami, but then if they run the table, they'll probably be in the top 12.
I mean, if USF runs the table, we talked about this. They run the table,
Mhm.
one loss to a top 3 team.
Right.
Is your resume good enough?
It's going to be tough. Depends what's out there. Now, you and I have talked about this a lot. Now, there are 12 teams now. Do you like that number? Is that the number you can?
I would go to 16.
You would
or I
too.
would go to 8.
Oh, okay. Well, I'd rather if you.
I don't like 12. I don't
Okay.
like buy. I don't like buys in the
okay.
system.
Okay. Well, I like the fact that you deserve a little reward for the season. So that's why I don't mind.
It's an arbitrary reward.
Yeah.
If you have 4 teams undefeated
Mm-hmm.
in your top 4,
Yes.
it's an arbitrary reward. We're just picking 2 of them out of a hat and saying you get a buy.
Yeah.
You go either 8, 16. No one gets a buy.
Okay.
I just don't. I'm not big on the whole buy stuff.
Well, okay. So isn't this great? You and I are discussing this. I like the 12.
Mhm.
Okay. But you've talked me into saying, Patrick, no more buys. I'm okay with that now. See, before I wouldn't be. Isn't it funny if we have a civil conversation, how things can get accomplished? Amazing how that works, isn't it? It's just kind of funny.
That still happens.
Well, not as much as it
No,
should.
no.
And if you do it too much, you might have to worry about your life. So, it's just kind of funny how that works. Amazing, isn't it?
It's a funny thing.
It's a funny thing, isn't it? Abraham Lincoln, Jesus Christ, they preached, let's live civil, let's love one another. John Lennon, and, one gets crucified, and the others get shot. Martin Luther King Jr., the doc,
John
Come on,
Lennon
man.
didn't deserve it, but he did need to be slapped in the face for marrying Yoko Ono.
Oh, you're funny.
I'm sorry. Just
Well,
an opinion.
Just an opinion, just an observation by my
Yes,
man Scott
yes,
Levinson.
thank you.
Yeah, she was
Thank
out
you.
there a little bit, but
But it's-
everybody is in some form or fashion. So
but back with these college teams, that's
Yes.
why I think the preseason rankings are
Oh,
are
it's
just
silly, isn't it?
foolish.
yes,
Um,
now we can tell. No question about it. 3 games in, 4 games in, we know who's 1 through 20. No
Oh, yeah.
question. No
Oh,
question.
yeah. And,
So we all know why they
it's-
do it, to get the hype, get this going and that going. And I think in general, anybody that has a sports mind of any magnitude knows it's just all fluff. So,
It is.
so I
It
guess
is.
it's okay. But
I
I don't like that it misleads the public. That's the only thing I don't like about it, Scott.
well,
But hey,
it
it's what it is, right?
It puts these teams like a USF at a disadvantage.
Yes, it does.
Because they have to battle their way up. Why I've noticed even when teams lose, these pundits are slow to drop them in the rankings
Well, why is that, Scott?
because it's more money to keep them there. And
Not one, and no one wants to be wrong. Their ego, they don't want to take the hit, and I love, and here's the other sad part. We have people voting on this stuff who really have no clue. It'd be like me voting on in your business what
Yeah,
food
well,
should be. It'd be
no,
like,
you're right.
Patrick,
You're
come
right.
on, man. This is
You're
not,
definitely-
that's another thing, Scott. Everybody feels like they have to say something about everything.
Eh.
How about we all stay in our lane? That'd be a good idea, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but now you're asking people to define their lane.
Oh, is that asking
Yeah,
too much?
that's
oh, I'm
asking
sorry.
a
I
little much.
apologize.
So have you gotten? I'm watching. Was this a discuss? I don't remember last week. I'm watching college yesterday, and
okay.
I'm actually watching. They flash over and they're showing the cheerleaders,
Yes.
and it all looks good to me.
Yes.
The guys are throwing the girls up
It's
in the
cool.
air. All
It's
that.
athletic.
It's
Gymnastics,
It's very good.
9.9.
Very good. I didn't see anyone in the guys all wearing their.
Oh, you didn't see any
uniform.
guys in
No.
like
And I looked, and I got to be honest, I'm being sort of serious about this. I was checking out different to see if it is caught on anywhere else.
Yeah.
If it has, I haven't seen it. I'm
Minnesota, the Vikings, and then there's another team that has male cheerleaders dressing up in spandex, and I can't recall the team, but come on.
But you know what? I'm almost starting to think it was not real. I don't know what's the word I'm looking
Yeah.
for. I'm starting to think it was a
go to Wolf on Wall Street. Guys,
I watched that yesterday.
oh, there you
I
go.
watched that yesterday, and my kids say I'm Mad Max.
There you go.
They say I'm like his dad, Carl Reiner, because
That was funny.
I hate when I can. It's the end of
Hey,
the day.
Scott,
I've
we
100
had to
calls.
pay for appetizers, all right?
I like that.
$1 million in appetizers,
Right.
Patrick? Well, yeah, it was a big group.
I love cream spinach with my steak.
Yeah, exactly. That was hilarious. What? It's just funny if we can all laugh about things. It'd sure be a lot smoother. But no, man, we gotta start personifying more love and more excitement and more caring for each
Not
other.
happening. Not happening.
Oh,
right
it's getting
now,
better,
but it's
Scott.
getting there.
We're
We'll-
gonna get back to it,
we'll-
man. We have to.
We'll get there. So,
I love the college game though. Still, it's so cool.
do we see anyone beating Ohio State right now?
Boy, they're solid from head to toe. You're right about that. The only team, a couple teams, if LSU can put on the points, if Miami can put on the points, I think Ohio State can be outscored, but you're not going to out defend them. Boy, that
and
defense
they're
is tight.
so fast. on
Penn State's
defense.
defense isn't bad. I just don't know if Franklin, he has to be able to differentiate and diversify his offense. And it's
No,
hard
I
to
agree.
do, Scott. You know this from
I
coaching.
agree.
You go, man, I know this will work, Scott. I know this will work. Patrick, it ain't working, brother.
No.
We got to
No.
change it. And it's hard, but you have to, especially when you're always just one game or one play short. It's not good. So,
No.
that's what I'm looking forward to the rest of the season. Florida State's very fortunate with their scheduling. So, they got killed last year and 2-10, and now this year I can see them going 10-1.
I mean,
And that's
who
good.
have they beat?
Nobody yet.
That's what worries me.
Yes, exactly. Well, the thing is, they play Virginia this week. Shouldn't be a problem. Then we're going to have the game.
See, but those are the games they lose usually.
Sometimes
Those are the fully Virginia Tech
guess
type
why?
teams. I don't want to say Clemson.
But yeah,
Um,
like a South Carolina
Georgia
upset.
Tech.
Yeah, they upset them.
They blow the games they're supposed to win.
You know what else? It's a great point you just made. And you know what? They always have problem on Thursday night and Friday night games. And when are they playing Virginia? Friday night. So I don't like that.
Do you realize, and we've talked about this, but we've got football now on Thursday night.
Yes.
Friday night.
Yep.
Saturdays.
Sunday.
All day Sunday.
Monday. Mm-hmm. Tuesday, we sometimes get a MAC game. I'm serious.
It's
Wednesday's about the only time there is not for sure going to be a game on. Unless it's bowl season.
Is this helping the game?
No, I don't think so. No, I love that you brought that up. We're going to take a quick timeout, but I'm going to throw this question out to the audience, and we can be reached at 813-282-8283. And that is the 1 o'clock games and the 4 o'clock games and the Monday nights. Maybe we should do a little scheduling change. I'm going to throw it out there. When Scott and I come back, we're going to talk about it and we'll get your answers. We'll be right back after this quick timeout. Thank you.
Happy Sunday from the Sports Zone with Patrick Highland. And we do hope that it's a happy day and that everything is going as well for you and your family as it possibly can. That today is a good day and that you have many, many more good days in front of you. But no matter how well any of us are doing on this good day, the unfortunate reality of life remains that all of us are likely to face bad days in the future, no matter how distant that future may seem right now. When it comes to matters of health, particularly as we and our loved ones get older, it's predictable that all of us are likely to face hard challenges the longer we live, and that is multiplied by the amount of people we are directly responsible for. You may not want to ask yourself this question, but what if something unexpected happened to you today or tomorrow? How would your family be impacted, particularly those who are relying on you? Is there a plan in place for the bad days that all of us will inevitably face? Just like the best time to prepare for the storm is before storm season arises, so too is it best to prepare for the toughest seasons of your life during these times, which are relatively good and free from the storms. If you don't feel confident that you're prepared for those bad days ahead, either for yourself or your family, give Patrick Highland a call right now. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. Patrick has insurance solutions and years of experience helping people plan for their financial future and guiding them through the storms of their lives. When it comes to matters of health, finances, and the challenges that go along with getting older, Patrick's experience can help you find the right answers. You can't ensure that bad days ahead won't happen, but you can insure yourself against the worst possible scenarios. So buy yourself some peace of mind while your skies are still peaceful and call Patrick Highland today, 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. And if you're a veteran, we thank you for your service.
Welcome back to the Sports Zone. Let's get back to the discussion. In Hillsboro, 813-289-1860. Anywhere else, toll free 877-969-8600. And now your host, Patrick Highland.
All right, welcome back to the Sports Zone. Appreciate everybody tuning us in and checking us out on YouTube, here on AM 860 The Answer, as well as my friend Michael Peter has a great station on the internet, IRN. You can catch us there also. Michael, thanks for broadcasting us. We greatly appreciate it, brother. So we're having some fun talking college football here. You know, the top 20, we're going to find out here in about 3 to 4 weeks how it's going to all slice and dice, Scott. And I can't wait for the 12-team playoff. I think it's going to be fantastic. I think this year is going to be one of the best. It's going to be a lot more level. I don't think we're going to have as big of a discussion as far as, well, this team should be in and this team shouldn't, which is good. I don't like that.
I hope not.
Amen, Scott.
I hope not.
No, you're right. I hope not.
You know what? I didn't even look. I didn't get a chance to check. Did my alums play yesterday?
Yeah, you don't want to know.
Okay. I thought so.
Miss.
I didn't think they were going to win.
No, but it was funny. A lot of I didn't call you because I didn't want to jinx you. Now, I knew Ole Miss was going to pound them because being up there last week and seeing what they had and then watching Tulane on TV. And I like Tulane, and they're better than people think.
Well,
but
what are they?
3-1 now. They're just not to the that level, unfortunately.
No,
it's hard. I mean, New Orleans is a great city. You would think they would have more guys going to play ball there, but most people that want to go there, or if the LSU takes them, they're going to LSU,
right?
And that's the
it's
problem.
Money. It's all about the Benjamins now. It really is, and it's good, bad, or indifferent. It is what it is.
we were talking about, before we went on break, I wanted to bring up the NFL schedule. They'll do 9 games at 1:00 and 4 at 4:00. Why do they do that, Scotty? And you know what else I don't like? I don't like the fact if a West Coast team is playing on the East Coast, you got to allow them to play at 4:00. I know the TV wants to kind of have that exclusivity at 4:00, but come on, man.
They do.
But that doesn't need to happen. And look, Red Zone would be better. The football fan would be better. I know the NFL really doesn't care about fantasy, but truthfully, they will, because a lot of people, when they get down on the NFL, Scott, like, I'm tired of their nonsense, I'm tired of their politics, they'll still say, well, I want to see if my guy catches a touchdown.
Right.
So
right.
And gambling will always be there. I might not like the sport, but they'll bet on it just to see if they win the bet.
I will say this.
Go ahead.
I did fantasy last year. We all did it together.
Yeah, it's a shame they didn't want to play this year, but that's okay.
We had a good year. Josh and I made it to the final. I think we lost by a point in the final.
I remember.
But I am just, my thing with fantasy is I just like watching the game. I'm sitting there going back and forth, and forth. I'm not necessarily into that. I understand why fantasy is huge.
Oh yeah,
it's fun. Really, it's
something to cheer on,
something to cheer on. Everything else, but
as Patrick likes to say, Scott, he'll go Mrs. Highland, because when she's a teacher, they all said Mrs. Highland, and so he's a smart aleck, as we both know very well, and she'll go crazy because it'll be like, who scored the touchdown? And she'll say Jack Jones. Come on. What do you mean? Come on, the Bucks are up. No, we need Mike Evans. We need we need Bucky Evans. And she just shakes her head like, really, guys? Sorry.
It doesn't matter. But I mean, fantasy has become, it's not just a fun for a group of guys or girls anymore, ladies anymore. It's a business now.
Oh, yeah, man.
Some people, this is what they do.
Sure.
And it's like, everything is monetized now.
Yes, it is.
Everything is monetized now.
So true.
I am just not one. I have learned no matter what I bet on, the unthinkable will happen.
Well, that's why any given Sunday, man. Today, the Jets and the Bucks, you would think for sure that
what
the
is
Bucks
the spread?
Oh, it's only like 4.5.
Now, see, to me, who is the I can't even say I'm a casual gambler.
No,
because
I'm
not
you.
Not.
No, you're not.
I'm not. My bet whether I'm going to fall down getting out of bed. That's about as far as I'll bet. I feel confident on that.
There you go.
But you would think today's game, we're home. First game. Are we wearing our creamsicles?
Yes.
We go. Okay. So the stars of a line.
Okay.
The ghost of Leroy will be there, of John McKay, of all the great, wearing our creamsicles. You would think 4.5 points, easy. I'm not. I wouldn't touch it. I don't feel comfortable making a bet on something like that.
It feels like that trip up game, number one. Number two, it's funny. Tyrod Taylor, for whatever crazy reason, he has Todd Bowles' number. Every time he plays Todd Bowles, he's 5-1, man.
He does.
That's crazy. Now, he's not the Tyrod Taylor of old running all over the place.
No.
But if they can give him a little protection, fine. And the Jets' defensive front, they can put a little pressure. So they're going to have to run block. So when Baker does have to throw the ball, they can find a way to do it.
I'm not as worried about, everyone's worried about Clancy.
Yes.
Being out. I'm not.
Yeah.
We have, and a lot of people, we just watch the game, don't pay attention, but we rotate our defensive line a lot.
It's a good thing.
I mean,
keep them fresh.
Vita's usually in there, but we rotate our D line a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not as concerned on that.
No, I'm not either.
I'm really not. The offensive line, I don't know. Where are we with Wirfs and
he'll be back, I believe, week 5. I really do. I sure hope I'm right.
Week 5.
Yep.
Godwin, I know he was more active,
like week 7.
And he was more active this week in practice.
Yeah, they're just nervous. The ankle's not complete.
But here's my thing. If I'm the coach.
Yes.
And I don't know how much of this is a coach, training staff, GM. If I'm winning, I'm going as long as I can go without Wirfs and Godwin.
Oh, absolutely. Get him as fresh as possible.
If I come out 3-0,
Yep. No,
do I push them back next week?
even if they're 2-2, do you maybe wait till week 6 and hopefully you win and make it 3-2 and then win and make it 4-2? That's going to be,
I think by week 5 we could have this division locked up. I really do. If we can run through week 5, Atlanta, I don't know who does Atlanta have today?
they're playing. Let's see who the good old
check on your
my
your,
stats,
your trusty stat sheet. We don't have Joshua today.
Yeah,
so
Josh,
we
thanks
have
for
to
not
go to
showing
the-
up, buddy. He's in serious trouble, that young fella, but we love him. He's a good kid overall. Everybody loves Joshua, except when he doesn't show up. Then I don't love him.
Someone needs to keep the airlines in business.
Yeah, isn't that the truth? Him and Cuban buy that lifetime pass is what he
There
should
you
have got.
go.
Is that
There you
funny
go.
or what? Yeah, the Falcons. Let's talk about the wonderful Falcons. They're going to play the Panthers. So that's a good division game right
That
there.
could be a
brother.
trip up for them too,
Yes, it could.
because the Panthers aren't good.
No, they're not. Here's what it's funny you brought that game up, and the reason I like that you brought it up is this reason. Jets are 0-2, Bucks are 2-0. Bucks are fortunate to be 2-0. I'm very happy they're 2-0. Folks, people go, "Oh, Patrick, you're being a downer, you're being negative." No, I'm not. I'm keeping it real. I'm being pragmatic. Do I want the Bucks to win? Absolutely, for a lot of reasons. Okay, I'll probably be calling Josh for a lot of reasons to have the Bucks.
Are the Bucks? Let's look at the last 2 weeks.
Yes,
We came down to the final drive.
yes,
Clock management.
yes.
Todd Bowles brought in a guy or a team for clock management this year. Whoever made the call not to call timeout and play like they did last game, great.
Yep.
Is it Todd Bowles or is it this?
I
new
don't
group?
care.
That's what I'm saying. Is it lucky or do we finally have somebody there? Todd Bowles could be the greatest coach in the world. That doesn't make him a clock manager.
Right.
Is he managing the clock or are these other guys managing the clock right now?
Well, what I say about it was 4th and 10. Okay. And they did an all-out blitz. You can't let Baker Mayfield run up the middle like that. Very fortunate and blessed. Then Bucky Irvin, great catch.
Right.
Great move. They both get paid. See, when people say, "Oh, he should have made the tackle." Well, Bucky's getting paid too for him not to make
First
the
of all,
tackle.
the running back for Atlanta,
Bijan Robinson.
Bijan,
Great
they
running back.
keep saying, "Oh, he's got the best cuts, the quickest moves in the NFL." I don't think so. It must be frightening to see Bucky Irving 10 yards in front of you with nobody else there to help you.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you're not making that tackle.
Saquon Barkley, Bucky Irvin, Bijan Robinson. They have a skill set for you to miss them.
They really do.
But Bijan, when he catches the ball immediately, more than Saquon, who I like a lot from Penn State, and also Bucky, Tampa Bay Buck, we're going to root him in. I got to give that kid Bijan. He just has that extra little when he runs the route and when he catches the ball after the route. He's one of the best receiving backs I've seen in a lot of years.
I also believe White starts on 80% of these teams in the NFL. We saw last week.
4 out of 30.
Think about it.
Pretty close.
What we saw last week, when he ran the ball, he was a number 1 running back.
Yes.
If you remember during the game, Bucky wasn't really no traction running the ball. They gave the ball to White. He's just a bigger, and if you look at his arms this year, you look at his body makeup, he's looking a little Michael Pittman-ish.
Yes, he is.
He really is. He's got, to me, he's got better moves in the open field.
He does. And he can take more of a beating
He is a tough
than he could
tackle.
last year. He's going to be good.
I think you have 2 number 1s right now.
Oh, you do?
I think we have the 3 best running back group.
There's no question. No question.
But I think you have 2 number 1s right now. I really do.
And they need to get them more involved. I really do believe that. They've done well, but they need to do a little bit better.
When they're both in the game together.
Yes.
I like that a lot.
Well, and I think we need to do a little bit more double tight end today to help out the offensive line, Scott. I think that'd be a very
Otten got involved last week.
Yes, he did.
But everyone's like, "Oh, they're not throwing the ball." It's hard to throw the ball to Evans right now because if you watch the two defenses we've played,
Yes.
they have a safety mirroring with the corner.
Oh, yeah.
And when he runs a slant, they're bringing the linebacker up.
Oh, yeah.
So he has spent most of the last two games double and triple coverage.
Yes.
That's why you're seeing guys like
Buka baby.
Miller make a touchdown grab.
Yep.
Auden make those catches he's making now. Even Ibuka, he's got to catch that ball last week.
Yeah, I know.
But
he's hurting though, man.
You're watching. These guys are just, and I think we might see different today, but if they're going to keep doubling Evans all season, it's going to be a long year for defenses.
Oh, yeah.
You've got too much talent at the other receiving position.
Yeah, call him the decoy specialist right now, but that's okay. No, I think it's the more he speaks, I'll make this wager with you, Scott, a little fun wager. There's a 10% chance. I'm going to keep it real. This proves to you I want the Bucs to win. The Bucs could get to the Super Bowl and win it. If they do,
if I'm Evans, I retire.
Exactly. You read my
mind. And you will be first bat. You win a Super Bowl again.
And then you retire. Even that would be 5 years from now. People say put him in.
He's
knock it off.
In.
Yeah.
I don't care. He's going in.
Yeah. No doubt about it. You know, we always talk about the positions that score the points. You know what? The kid Payne, the tight end, he made one heck of a block to get him in the end zone. See, we forget these little things, you know. Yeah. But when you really watch the game, you go, man, thank God that kid made that block there, because he might have not made the end zone. Then we got a problem, don't we? So the Bucs, you know, fortunate in this regard. This is what scares me. But so was Kansas City last year. People don't realize they won 7 games they shouldn't have won. So let us win 4 or 5 this year. We're not supposed to. Young-Ho Kim doesn't shank the field goal. Guess what? We're going into overtime.
I thought that was a knee-jerk reaction. The guy was solid for them last year.
I think
he was. Why did they get rid of him? He missed one kick.
No, because he was kind of like getting depressed in practice and everything. It was a mental thing. So I'm hoping he can get it out of his head.
That kid, he could kick the ball.
Oh yeah, no doubt. He was consistent. No, I was shocked. And look, it wasn't a 32-yard field goal. It was 44 yards in a dome. Yes, it should be up and down. The snap was good. Hold was good. Hey, he got anxious and he pushed it.
I'm starting to worry about our kicker.
Chase, come on, McLaughlin. I need a big game today. I need 3 field goals and 3 extra points. How's that sound?
I'm starting.
I'm looking for 30 points today, Scott.
I think he's trying to set the record for how many times can I hit the upright.
Yeah, man.
It is amazing when Joshua and I watched the game together last week. When they hit the upright with that ball, that is the loudest sound in the stadium.
It sure is.
It really is.
Talk about hearing a pin drop. Hear the ball thump.
Yeah, the crowd gets real quiet after that, especially if it's the home.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they got rid of them. But kickers are kickers. You know, do you need them? Do you want them?
Well, I want to get to our first question, Scott. Do you think that from a competition standpoint, now, if everybody is on the East Coast playing, then you make them 1:00 games if it's East Coast or Central against, Eastern. But if it's a West Coast team traveling, you got to put it at 4:00, man. I really do believe that. And if that means 6 games at 4:00, so be it. Matter of fact, I think it'd be better for everybody. Think about it, Scott. Do you want to wake up and watch your team at 10:00 in the morning if you're in California? Okay, Seattle, even Denver, if they play at 1:00, so it's 11. No, man, you want that game to be at 4 and you see it at 3 or 2. Right. Come on now. Sometimes I don't think they consider the fan as much as they should, and that bothers me.
Because I know you're going to find a way to watch it anyway.
I know.
No matter when they put it.
Well, why?
Everyone was cell phones
a fan or a customer, you treat with respect and appreciation, right? You have to in your business, and I have to in my business.
Right? They don't.
Yeah, and that's a shame.
They don't.
Because it wouldn't hurt them. It really wouldn't. Now, if it cost them money, Scott, that's a whole nother thing, but I don't think it would. I really don't. I understand, man. We're in a capitalist society. You got to make a buck. But AJ and I were talking about this. Do we have to gouge people too at these games or at amusement parks? Do we have to take advantage of people that love something? I don't like that. That it's really, here we go again with, do you have regulations or not?
Do you have to do it? No. But as long as people keep paying it.
I know. It's sad.
They keep paying it.
Yeah, I know.
So,
but then the sad part about that is, Scott, the people that don't want to pay it don't beat there, and then the people that can't afford it. So it's not a good.
I got to be honest.
Go ahead.
I haven't been to a single Rays game this year.
Okay, all right.
I don't want to pay for that product.
I understand.
I mean, they've been okay.
You're right. No, there it's a AAA. Here you go. If you're going to make me pay, if you're going to have me go see a AAA team, I don't expect to pay $35 for parking and $35 for a ticket and $10 for a hot dog and $15 for a beer. If we're going to do AAA, let's do it the right way. But they don't care. And that brings up
As
something. Sternberg, they're acting like he's such a great guy and he's so wonderful. What a joke.
Of course they are now because he's selling the team.
Yeah, thank God.
But I mean, we jumped off of football, which
Yeah.
we'll get back to when we go over the games.
Yeah,
But
man.
have the Rays earned a stadium in Tampa?
That's a great question because with the new ownership, I'm going to say yes, by a hair, by a nose.
Okay.
Now that can change in 5 years because if it's the same product 5 years from now, I'm going to say no.
Have they, when I say earned, have
Mhm.
they earned you taking money out of your pocket in
Yeah.
taxes?
I'll take a shot on the new owner. I would.
So you'll pay more taxes to bring them here.
More taxes. No.
Okay. That's what I'm talking about.
They haven't
Not
earned
have
that.
they
No.
earned you buying a
I don't care if
ticket.
they were World Series. They haven't earned my right to pay more taxes. I'm tired of subsidizing billionaires. It's enough.
But if they were going to the playoffs, and
Still doesn't
you'd
matter,
have
no.
there'd be a different
You're
feeling.
right. Well, because it wouldn't, you know, there we go again. It's funny when fantasy football, when you win, it didn't matter how much you had to pay to get in, right? But when
Right.
you lose, it's funny how
Right.
the dollars weren't as much enjoyment, were they?
Right.
Nobody wants to admit that. I will.
You know, I haven't looked at what their attendance has been this year.
Consistent 11,000, and that's what they were getting at the Trop. So, you know, what are we doing? Okay.
So it's the
But that's
same.
all they could get there. I would have liked to think if they had 20,000 seats, I think they could have jumped it to 15 because of the teams coming in, Scott. Fortunate with the Tigers playing better, the Yankees, the Red Sox, the teams that were coming in this year were
Okay,
decent
maybe.
teams. That's the only
Maybe.
reason. And I like the way they changed the schedule in baseball.
I still have a problem sitting in the stands, looking out over the center field and seeing cars driving by. I really do. I mean, I really do. It's
yeah,
just,
man. Shoot.
I mean, look, that's a great stadium
yes.
for a minor league team.
Yes. Well, we knew that going in, Scott. It wasn't meant to be a major league
But
field.
those people that are saying just have them play their games there, we don't need another stadium.
No, yeah, you
I'm
don't. No,
not-
because that will get old real fast.
Yes.
I wouldn't care. Okay, but I'm in the minority because I love the game and I love going to just hang out. But man, it's
would
I won't go
still-
as much because of the prices. I'll tell you that
I
though.
would still venture to say if you went to a little league field
Yes.
of 12-year-olds
Oh yeah.
and said, name the starting lineup for the Rays,
No.
how many of them do you think can name it?
No. None. They name you a few players, their favorite player.
Maybe.
You know, that's about it. No, that's the problem because we're not. There we go again, Scott. There should be a minimum that you have to put into the payroll and a maximum.
When's
Just
the
like
last,
Monopoly, baby.
When's the last time you saw a Rays advertisement?
Yeah. No, I haven't seen the billboards that much like I did last year. There's another thing that they've cut back on. Well, they're selling the team. That's another reason. But
I get it.
you know,
I get it. But
Yeah,
if
sad.
Tampa wants this team so badly,
yes.
I just don't feel the excitement.
No,
I
you're right.
just don't feel.
Well,
I
Josh-
feel more excitement
Mhm.
for the women's son soccer team.
Yeah. The Tampa Sun. Yeah. I there's just not that livelihood, that excitement. No, you're right, Scott, because Josh said it perfectly. Either you have a great team or you have a great stadium. Okay. They don't have either, man. The Rays don't have either.
Do you know
unfortunately.
every professional team we've had? I think this is true,
Okay.
and you all could fact check me. The Bucks,
Yes. What about them?
the Rowdies,
Rowdies. Okay.
the Lightning,
Yep.
the Sun, the
Yep.
new women's
Right.
team,
Women's soccer. Yep.
and the Rays. Am I missing a professional? Who am I missing? That's a professional team.
Tampa Bay Storm.
Okay, Storm.
Yeah.
I'll throw them.
Okay.
Every single professional team we have had in Tampa has won the championship,
except for the race.
except the race.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, they haven't been around that long. They have.
Yeah, they have. No, you can't use that excuse anymore. You can use the excuse they're not. You can't expect them to have the following of the Cubs and the Yankees.
No,
but 30 years, you got to win me one, man.
But they should have.
Should have won one.
Look, they've had a generation and a half.
Marlins won too, and same time frame, maybe a year or two difference.
But the Rays have had a generation and a half to bring in that following. They've been here 30 years. Okay, so if you're a 30-year-old, are you a fan or not? They blew that.
They did blow that opportunity. Well, where the stadium was, too, did not help them. You didn't have the demographic over there. You had people older than you and I starting out over there. They're not going to go to baseball games. You got to bring it to a metropolitan area that has the kids and make them something. And you got to promote. You got to get a couple supers. That's one thing back in the day. They tried the Jose Canseco, the Fred McGriffs, the Wade Boggs. That did help.
Of course
but they didn't. But see, then it came down to money. Oh, the heck with that. I just want money.
No,
and that's every owner that just gets
here today.
Mm-hmm.
I came from Riverview, so I'm coming around the bend, coming through downtown. All that traffic was horrendous for the Bucks game.
Going to the Bucks game, baby,
at 10:15 already. What makes us think if we do not do something with our access and our roads, what makes us think putting another stadium in Ybor area, Channel Side, that?
You're right,
guys.
Yeah, come on. The fairgrounds, even
we need to at least the fairgrounds.
You got a little bit less traffic.
You exit off the interstate and you're there.
Right.
You can't just exit off the interstate. You got to exit and navigate through downtown. Everything else.
Oh yeah, man. No, it's totally different. And then you get up Del Mabry. We'll take a quick time out, and when we get back, we'll talk about the NFL games today. Scott and I'll go down the list, and we'll see what happens and get your opinions at 813-282-8283. We'll be right back.
Happy Sunday from the Sports Zone with Patrick Highland. And we do hope that it's a happy day and that everything is going as well for you and your family as it possibly can. That today is a good day and that you have many, many more good days in front of you. But no matter how well any of us are doing on this good day, the unfortunate reality of life remains that all of us are likely to face bad days in the future, no matter how distant that future may seem right now. When it comes to matters of health, particularly as we and our loved ones get older, it's predictable that all of us are likely to face hard challenges the longer we live, and that is multiplied by the amount of people we are directly responsible for. You may not want to ask yourself this question, but what if something unexpected happened to you today or tomorrow? How would your family be impacted, particularly those who are relying on you? Is there a plan in place for the bad days that all of us will inevitably face? Just like the best time to prepare for the storm is before storm season arises, so too is it best to prepare for the toughest seasons of your life during these times, which are relatively good and free from the storms. If you don't feel confident that you're prepared for those bad days ahead, either for yourself or your family, give Patrick Highland a call right now. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. Patrick has insurance solutions and years of experience helping people plan for their financial future and guiding them through the storms of their lives. When it comes to matters of health, finances, and the challenges that go along with getting older, Patrick's experience can help you find the right answers. You can't ensure that bad days ahead won't happen, but you can insure yourself against the worst possible scenarios. So buy yourself some peace of mind while your skies are still peaceful and call Patrick Highland today. 813-966-1052. That's 813-966-1052. And if you're a veteran, we thank you for your service.
Welcome back to the Sports Zone. Let's get back to the discussion. In Hillsboro, 813-289-1860. Anywhere else, toll free 877-969-8600. And now your host, Patrick Highland.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Sports Zone. Scott Levis and I are going to go down the docket. We talked about the Jets and the Bucks earlier. The line has changed now. The Bucks by 6.5. That's a lot to ask.
Yeah, that's what someone just put in that.
So, need to be cognizant of that. And it's always tough, 0-2 playing a 2-0, man. So much parity in the NFL. But let's go Bucks. I'll take the victory and lay off of the, sports gaming. Then we have the Rams at the Eagles, Scott. Okay. And, this is going to be a good matchup. I really like this game a lot. And, we're playing at 1:00. It's not fair to the people on the West Coast. Like I said earlier, it should be a 4:00 game. But I have a feeling the Rams are going to pull off an upset here. I don't know why. That's just how I feel. And we shall see. The Eagles are favored by 3.5. I just think the Rams are gonna
in Philly.
It is in Philly, I know, but I just don't know why. I don't like the fact of it being a 1:00 game, but we'll see.
I'm not touching that game.
No, I wouldn't touch it. Obviously, I'm
taking Philly by 7.
Yeah, I kind of want the Rams because the Eagles and the Bucks sometimes have their clashes, so I don't root for them as much as the Rams. Packers at the Browns. Now here's a game. Okay, you have the Packers by 7.5.
I don't know about the spread. I think the Packers win.
Yeah.
Browns quarterbacking.
Yeah, that's it. Well, Flacco's trying his best, but it's not what you're looking for. No, I think the Packers will win. I don't know about the point spread because it's hard to beat a team on the road by more than a touchdown.
Oh yeah,
it just is. You go by the odds, but the Browns are rough, man.
I like Love. You see, the Packers look good.
Yeah, they do. They're well rounded.
Absolutely.
So you have the Colts at the Titans. Everybody's thinking the Colts are going to take care of business there. Don't count out Tennessee. Daniel Jones has not been playing terrible for them, and they're in each game.
No,
so
they are.
I think the Titans are going to win the game, Scott.
I'm going to go with you on this.
Yeah, I'm going to go against the favorite on this one.
I'm going with you on this.
Home team getting it, and the other thing is it's a division game.
Yeah,
so, that makes it tougher too.
I'm going with you on that one, though.
This game, it's sad. Because we have the Bengals at the Vikings.
This is Vikings. I mean,
but you got Carson Wentz at quarterback, so we're going to see what he has to offer. You got Jake Browning for the Bengals. I mean, 2 backup quarterbacks.
Yeah. I still think it's Vikings. So
yeah, it's at Minnesota, so I'd have to agree with you. But we're going to see if Jake Browning is not bad.
No.
So if he can hit Jamar Chase, there's a game I don't want to touch.
I always, as the defense going against a backup quarterback, I always worry about the first game that quarterback plays because no one's really watched them.
You're right.
And they don't know their tendencies and they don't know what's coming.
Exactly.
Especially the veterans,
Yes.
If
we know what Flacco's bringing to the table.
We know what Flacco's doing. We know if he goes down,
Cousins, what he's bringing.
What Cousins is bringing. But when you get a young quarterback, you really don't know what he's bringing, and they usually will do okay for a game or two.
Here's another scary one. Steelers at the Patriots. Steelers are favored by 1.5, and we're going to see if Ron Rodgers, has another season.
I can't go with the Patriots.
Either can I. But here's the problem. Pittsburgh's defense has given up 32 points to the Jets. 31 to Seattle. Okay, how many they can give up to New England? That's not good. And Drake May's not terrible.
That's true.
So I think I don't like this game. I think the Patriots are going to win, and I'm rooting for the Steelers.
I might agree with you. I
can't do it. I'm with you, man. Here's another game. We have the Raiders at the Commanders. Jane Daniels now. He's not going to play for Washington today. He's got to take it out. We'll see if Marcus Mariota, same guy who was drafted right after our buddy Jameis Winston.
Yeah.
So we'll see, if
Jameis and him, I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
They're still in the league.
Yeah, man. 11 years, bro.
Up until now, they weren't getting hit.
You're right.
Making, their $7 million a year.
Yep. God bless them.
What a life.
What a life.
What a life.
Life of Riley.
Right. I mean,
what's cool about both of them, though? They give back.
They do.
And I love that.
When a backup quarterback's had a great season, they never have to wash their uniform.
Yeah, you betcha, brother.
There you go.
Just make sure the ink stains on your uniform or your hands from writing the plays down.
There you go.
We talked earlier about the Falcons at the Panthers. This is a game.
I think it's a sleeper. I think the Panthers win this.
I do too.
I really, really do.
Yep. It's tough, the 1-2 thing. And now we have the Texans at the Jaguars. Texans coming off that tough loss against the Bucs Monday night at Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence is improving. Cohen's got him looking good.
Can their offense hold up against that pressure?
We're going to find out. The Bucs barely did.
And why didn't the Texans blitz that last drive?
They did once, and
One
the guy didn't
time.
get to him.
One time.
And on
They were
4th and 10.
killing us, though.
Yeah, no, it's not good, man. So I'm going to go with the Jags. You know,
Are you?
yeah, I am.
I'm taking the Texans.
You think they're going to rebound
Yeah,
from Monday
yeah.
night? Okay, all right. We'll have to see if we're right next
Yeah, I
week,
do.
man. Broncos at the Chargers. Now,
I'm going Chargers.
I like
that
the
one.
Chargers here too, but Broncos aren't bad. And I mean, and
They're
Peyton's got a good thing going on. The Chargers 2-0, beat KC. You know, they're looking good. So Saints at the Seahawks. Whew, that's going to be a non-pretty game, I don't think, buddy. We got the Seahawks by 7.5, 41.5. I think there's going to be more points than that. Talking from a gaming standpoint, I think the Saints and the Seahawks can both put up 21.
Oh, Saints are so bad.
Aren't they though?
God,
But they're finding a little rhythm with
they
Clint
are, I
Kubiak,
guess,
you know.
I guess.
But it's tough to play in Seattle, bro, with that 12th man in
Yeah,
the stand.
it is.
So, Cardinals at the 49ers, both 2-0.
I like the Cardinals.
I do too.
I really do.
Is Mac Jones going to come through again for the Niners and against?
No.
You know, so
I
Kyler
like
Murray
the,
against. I do like
to
the
me,
Cardinals too.
I don't. Is Kyler Murray a top 5 quarterback? No, I don't think so.
No, but he's top 10.
Yeah,
He's top 10.
but
you know,
I like watching him more than I like
Yeah.
watching any other
well,
quarterback.
his problem is going to be, you know, I mean, in today's NFL, you know, I mean, he's probably 6 foot, and
I
that's
know,
being nice,
I
and a
know.
$180. You know,
God, I was doing that with Baker last week. Though,
Yeah.
get down,
get down, brother.
get down. Would you stop trying to run through these linebackers
Yeah.
and safeties?
Yeah, you got to be careful, man, because that's a good way to get hurt, man. I get it. You want to be a gamer, you want to give it your all, but man, you got to be smart. Cowboys at the Bears, Scott. You know, this is for our boy Jeff Hawks out there at Hog Daddies. I say the Cowboys are going to go into Chicago and win this game. I really feel that way, but we'll find out.
I might agree with you on that one.
Okay,
I
yeah.
might agree with you on that one.
I just think they'll put the pressure on.
They're
You know,
not. They're
yeah.
not. Yeah, I'll go with that one.
and then hey, the Sunday night special, man. The Chiefs are 0-2. When's the last time we said that to start
Okay.
out the year?
He
at
has
the Giants.
never lost the first 2. He's never been 0-2.
Yeah.
He's never lost 3 games in a row.
Bro, I know.
And not that I'm ready to say you all can say I was right, because I'm not.
Okay,
He's missing throws.
you're
that He
right.
never missed before. He is not. The magic is still there, but I don't know if he'd be the headliner in Vegas right now.
Well, you know, you got Travis Swift. I mean, Kelsey, you know, going this last year, and he's on his last legs. You don't really, Worthy's okay, but he's not Tyreek Hill when Tyreek Hill was playing like, you know, all world. You know,
Great-
Isaiah
Great
Pacheco,
quarterback.
I mean, running back, he's not making you go, ooh.
Great quarterbacks make great receivers. I really believe that.
There's some truth to that. That's why Marino and Elway made guys look better than they
just-
did.
I just
You're right.
think he is still a top 3 quarterback, but you are seeing chinks in the armor.
Mhm.
I think he got beat up. I think he's got ghost in the back of his head, and he's worrying about the hits. Just my opinion.
So you feel though that KC will beat the Giants
No.
in New York?
No.
New York's going to pull off the upset, and they're going to go 0-3.
Absolutely.
Wow, that's going to be fun
Absolutely.
next Sunday. If you're right, that's the upset of the day, brother. If you pull that
I'm
off,
pulling that upset of the day.
all right, my man. No, folks, we appreciate you checking us out. You know, it's a pleasure and an honor to be here, and hopefully, Scott, I made it fun for you. Gave you an hour of a little uplifting fun and just joking around and just enjoying life in sports. That's what we want to portray
that's what
and
it's
make it
all
happen,
about.
man. And
That's what it's all about.
you know, and do a productive thing in society today, though. That's what it's very important. I believe that this week, do a random act of kindness for your fellow man. Let's be more civil to each other. Let's be a little bit more pleasant. Let's listen to each other's ideology and philosophies and get to the right place in life. God bless you, Tampa Bay, and be safe.
Wow.
That's the key, brother. We got
Yeah.
2 ears, 1 mouth.
Yeah.
Let's listen. God bless you, Tampa Bay.
As always, Tampa Bay, peace, love, and respect. We'll see you next week.
Okay, on today's show, we're talking about vitamin D, sometimes referred to